Fans are singing along with Bryson Stott's walk-up music.
Everybody's standing here at Citizens Bank Park. Sanchez to the belt.
Breaking ball, hit in the air, center field.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And Christopher Sanchez, for the first time in the big leagues, has thrown a complete game shutout.
Harper looks at Arcia again as he goes around the second base.
And it's turned into the Bryce Harper game.
The game's tied. Castellanos in at third. Dusty is waving him home. Here's the relay to the plate. There'll be no throw. Phillies leading. Breaking ball blasted. Game is tied. Castellanos for the Phillies. And it's a brand new game. And the Phillies close out the National League East. They are the champions of 2024.
Welcome back, Chasers, to another episode of the Quit Chasin Show. We are a little cheeky, a little irreverent, and always unqualified. Alex is away this week at a conference, rubbing charity elbows on not a coast of Florida. But have no worries. We have our most trusted reliever out of the pen. I'm Danny Gerb. That's Chris, our resident optimist fairy. Chris, how you doing tonight?
You can call me Matt Strom because I'm about as reliable as one can be. I'm doing well, Danny. How are you, man?
That's absolutely right, man. I'm doing good. Thanks for hopping on. Thanks for doing this, man. We love you as part of our team, so I'm glad we could do this. Just you and I. Let's do one.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I'm more than willing to be as optimistic as I can be. And it was funny because I was just telling you I was trying to go up to not the coast of Florida and see Alex. Didn't work out, but I guess this is better being here with you. I don't know if you would disagree or agree.
Oh, no, I completely agree. I've hung out with Alex. I know how it is.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Yeah, absolutely. So, right, like the middle of Florida, why would you go to the middle of Florida? I'm not trying to rip on your state. It's just there's wonderful places along the coast.
Yeah, well, I think not. I wouldn't say it's definitely not a bad place. One would usually think of Disney. One would think of Universal and all the theme parks. And granted, where we grew up, that, we're kind of used to that environment, the tourist environment with Hershey Park and everything that Hershey had to offer. You Philadelphia now with all the, what that city has to offer. I agree with you. The coast, depending on which side you go on, you have beautiful beaches. You got towns that really not many people have heard of. A lot of the maritime wildlife. There's some manatee reserves down in the area that I'm in. Some pretty cool stuff to see that outside of the normal Florida tourist traps, if you want to call it. There's some hidden gems down here that until you get down here, most wouldn't know about. So it's love Central Florida. I spend a lot of time there, but definitely feeling the vibes over here on the coast. So
oh yeah, I believe it. I've always have been a bigger golf fan than the Atlantic side, even though I really enjoyed my time in the Everglades in April.
Yeah, 100%, and the cleaner water on this side of the state too.
Absolutely.
Much cleaner water.
Minnesota, I fell in love with that. And yep. I learned that manatees to sink, they fart. So
indeed, they're like a wet balloon.
Oh, absolutely. Kim and I have a ton of videos of just manatees farting, and we get a kick out of it.
Yeah. Well, that's all that lettuce and the fiber that they eat. So it's just a natural laxative,
Well, I hear you. We have that in common. So, Chris, we've been doing this now for a little bit. You talk baseball with us. I've had, now that it's out that you are a Floridian, and I've been meaning to ask you this for like a season and a half at this point, or at least a season and a quarter. How are you watching these games?
I have MLB TV. So this season a little different because I know the Phillies and each individual club started their own specific team streaming service. So for a smaller fee than the entire MLB, you can pick up just for, in our case, Phillies Stream TV for a minimized price. So you get all the local TV telecast from NBC Sports, from NBC 10, from NBC Sports Plus, whatever it is. So and so I'm lucky, and I utilize that to my advantage and stay in tune and stay as current as I possibly can. Especially when down here, all we get locally is the Tampa Bay Rays, who can't get 3,000 people out to their park, and you get the Marlins, who can't get 200 people out to their park. So it's you take it for what it's worth, and go homegrown, which is probably what 80% of this state is and what they do. So It's a very hodgepodge state.
Yeah. Well, of course, it's a retiree vacation state, right? So so you're getting like Birds Huddle and like all that.
I can, yeah.
Okay.
I can get all of NBC Sports Philadelphia, and they give me the pregame. I get the full game. I get the full post game report with Barkan and with the guys. So it's especially once postseason hits. Knock on wood, God forbid we get there. It's it's a perk to have, especially when you're 1,000 miles away from home.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching those postseason videos come out after the
sure
the locker room vids, those are great.
And as opposed, the best thing about MLB is I don't know if I should be saying this, but as opposed to a lot of the other streaming sites, they don't put a restriction on how many streams are simultaneous. So I could put it on 7 different TVs at one time, which I do at my place of work while I'm at work. So I got 4 or 5 different TVs with 4 or 5 different baseball games on. So it's beneficial for me, and I got a lot of guys in my club that are from Baltimore that want to watch Orioles and from different parts of the country. So a little it's a one service fits all, I guess.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Make that O's catcher watch some Phils.
Yeah.
With that, you want to get into the week that was?
Let's do it.
All right. The week that was. I know Alex, so bear with me, people. Philadelphia 2, Milwaukee 6. The Phils start out this series sans Harper, as Taiwan would make his final start. For now, slating 4 and allowing 4. Started as a close game. Kyle doubled while we wait for June, scoring Turner to bring the game within 1 at the bottom of the 4th. The Brew Crew will turn up the bops when the cake eater Tanner Adam Banks hangs a sweeper with the velo with me jumping up to answer work emails on the weekend to Christian Yelich. Bringing him and the 2 Walker left on home. Cassie solo pops, but so does Yelich again, and the Brew Crew brings a full 6er to the party. A leaky bully, but a ball game. Oh well, on to the next one. Reading 1, Erie 11. Although we didn't have pink hats, QC did HH. No, it doesn't mean anything sexual. Alex and I headed out to Reading to hang out with friend of the show, Jack Fritz, cheer on prospect Aiden Miller at the High Hopes night. It was a rainy affair, and when children don't want ice cream, it's a chilly night for baseball. We only got 6 1/3 in before bailing, but it's always good to catch a game with Alex. You hear that, buddy? Dave, hope you enjoyed the ballet recital. You didn't miss anything. Reading got absolutely shellacked, but that wasn't the only shellacking going on that night. Isn't that right, Chris?
Let me tell you why. Not that there's much to say here. So obviously Saturday's game, Milwaukee 17, the Phillies 7. Let's be frank, we got shit canned. High Hope Saturday. Oh, absolutely. Right, High Hope Saturday was meant to provide exactly what it dictates, but Luzardo couldn't locate his changeup or his slider, bashed right out. But however, on the bright side, on a day where 2 baseball's division leaders lost by a combined 29 runs, at least we made our shellacking a game. Sure, we lost by 10 runs, but Brendan Marsh finally hit a home run, so I guess everything's okay, right?
Silver linings. That's what the optimist does. Well done, Chris. On to the next.
Thank you.
Phillies 2, Milwaukee 5. Okay. Sunday afternoon. The sun is out for the first time since the enemy of the state, the National Park Service, has been gutted. Screw you, kids wanting to learn about butterflies. The lately scoreless Ranger Danger was on the mound. All should be good, right? This game was all small ball. The boys strike first, plating 1 in each of the top 2 innings. Ranger retaliates the Harper hit by pitch which still has him MIA and plunks Kristen Yelich. Crew chief Dan Isagna never saw it coming. It was the perfect crime. Christian will leave the game in the first. We have a chance. Brew Crew relievers will hold the good guys to just 2 more hits and stop the scoring, as defensive miscues from Weston Wilson and Trey Turner extend innings and send in runs. It's just ugly baseball. The D didn't help the relievers. The relievers didn't help the defense. The offense said, nah, it's the Lord's Day, and didn't help nobody. Milwaukee sweeps the Phils at home. So what? That's just baseball, right, Chris? Like, you lose series.
We said it in the quarter roundtable. We're definitely a team of rhythm, and we're a team of streaks. You know, we will go and win 7 in a row, but right after we'll lose 4 out of 5. That's what we do. And then we maintain it through the first 2/3 of the season, and then we either catch fire or the bullpen catches cold, and then we suffer. So.
Right. I mean, that's where I was with it. It was some ugly baseball. It seemed like, the Bozo radio show take of it all, like all the buzz around here in Philly on the talk shows was that, no one can get up for Harper. Harper's out. No one wanted to rise up, but it's also end of May baseball. You'll have losses. You'll have sweeps. I don't know. I wasn't upset about this. I don't think anything glaring came from this other than the fact that the bullpen is light, but we already knew that. Right.
Well, we're also talking about, we just had that series against the Milwaukee team that came in winning, 5 out of the last 8.
Right.
They're on quite a streak of their own trying to catch up to Chicago. So it's a tale of 2 tapes where Bryce is out because of the elbow, and Milwaukee's just played really good baseball over the last 10 days. So you hit a wave, and that's what's going to happen during the regular season. You just gotta hope it doesn't happen in the middle of or end of September.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like, this would be a series that I think, like. And I'm glad you're here. This is not to be disparaging by any means, but like, if this was a me and Alex night, that we would probably like turn it up a little and ham it up and be a little, oh my God, the world is ending, because that's what we like to do. We like to have fun with it. But honestly, I'm not there with this. It just seemed like baseball. It seemed like, again, the bully is light, right?
I think we said this last month too, when we were out. We didn't have 20 wins in the first 30 games, and we said, "Oh my God, we're in trouble because we've lost 4 out of 6." And then obviously we go on this little tear here, end up with the best record in baseball for a half a week, and then the Brewers come to town. So it's the ebbs and flows of what a regular season is, especially a regular season in Philadelphia. So let's just take it for what it is and be glad that we're playing the teams coming up that we're playing. So
absolutely. So I don't have the exact text with me, but maybe you'll remember it. And the only other thing that I can think of is the series is with Harper out, the lineup does look a little flawed, a little constructed. It's that Bohm, what was he hitting 4th? Like,
I think he was hitting 3rd one day, and then they moved him down to 4. It's the old switcheroo that the Topper's trying to.
And you sent a text of a lineup, and I forget exactly what it is, and I'm not going to dig through my text right now. But I think my retort was, that's the problem. It's you get past 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the rest of the lineup is nothing but 6s and 7s.
Correct.
So I don't know. We get a true 5, shore up the bullpen, and I think we don't ever talk about this Brewers series again.
No, but I think it's also, we're doing this in April, May. I think by the end of June, or those couple of weeks right before the All-Star break, Topper's going to know and have his lineup set. We're not going to have to worry about the change up between, call it the 5 and 8 hitters, I'd say, because we know who's going to bat 9th. It's going to be either Marsh or it's going to be Rojas. So you hope that Topper's not going to, fiddle with anything that's working. Should it get to that point where we're back in, a winning streak and have that rhythm of, okay, yeah, Stott or Turner are going to lead off, and then 3 through, your 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters are going to remain in place, so we don't have to, fuss come August, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. I think you are absolutely correct. Do it now instead of, August and September. But, man, Don Bro, you got some things to tighten up, and you better do it this time.
Correct.
On to Toronto. Philadelphia 8, Toronto 3. Around 10 minutes. You good?
I'm good. I just gave in the old Toronto A.
Oh, nice. I like it. I was trying to work one in. I was like, nah, that's a little too hackneyed for me. But I'm glad someone else got it in. Around 10 minutes to 4 p.m., the lineup dropped, and the heavens revealed Bryce is back. Harper returns to the lineup, and the Phils head to the Great White North to take on the Jays and leave a flaming bag of dog poop on Hoffman's door. That's right. I called the shit poop. We like Tom, but we love Scott. I don't know what it is, but we are big Franzke fans on this show. So it's always enjoyable when Scott Franzke fills in on the TV side for Tom McCarthy. Now give us a Franzke Kruk game already. Come on. This was a game the Phils needed. Ray Romano came out, waved his hat around to the hometown crowd as the boys jumped on Toronto's Francis early, scoring 6 in the first. A 2-run blast from Turner will start the scoring, followed off by a "Hey, remember me" from Harper as they go back to back. Harper forced two more walks that game and bring in 2 more runs, or score 2 more runs, plate 2 more runs, however you want to say it. The Fightins did all their scoring early. Trey went yard again in the 8th to finish it for the day. The top of the order did what they were supposed to do. Sanchez gets the win, and the bully gives up a couple. This is who they are. Anything, Chris?
I love how you just bypassed that. My guy Trey Turner had 2 home runs last night.
I gave him his nod, man.
Did you? Yeah, and just for the record, I don't know if you saw that stat that they posted tonight, but he is leading the National League in hits by 2 hits. So let's just get off his back. Let's go with what I said last year. He's going to be the guy. Who cares, Alex, that he's just punching singles all over the place. He's getting on base. But yeah,
you started to turn Alex. You've turned Alex.
I hope so.
I'm the one still calling him Captain Slapdick Single. Even though I'm working on a way out. I've figured out I'm working on a way out that none of us lose faith or face, but we'll get there.
That's fair. I admire both of you for at least seeing the light, not necessarily getting to the end of the tunnel, but at least you see some of it.
It's small steps, right?
It's true. Yeah.
All right. Well, Chris, always a pleasure. With that,
It's time for Ricky and Dippy in the afternoon.
Introducing the Bomer Builder Slugatol, the ultimate home run hit.
Radio show on WTF Radio.
Howdy, Chase Nation. Alice Kruger here with pre-recorded words while Danny and I hit the bathroom or grab something from the kitchen. Do you ever find yourself walking down the street or in the middle of your grocery shopping and had the thought, dang, I wish I had some Quit Chasin merchandise? Well, we know you have, which is why we're excited to announce our merchandise shop is constantly being upgraded and updated. Just click the link in this episode description. While you surf the interwebs, make sure to check us out on all levels of social media: Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, Twitter, and yes, even YouTube. Make sure you check out our QC After Dark episodes to catch up on all of the things we do. And if you have a take, have a topic, or want to put your hat in the ring to contribute to Quit Chasin', hit us up on email at quitchasinpodcast@gmail.com. And just like that, let's get out of this break. Welcome back to Channel 215. I'm Dick Harrison with your Sports Minute. We have confirmed local podcasters Alex and Danny Gerb of the Quit Chasin' podcast are going live.
Dearly beloved, as we're gathered here today, I look across friends, family, loved ones. Rob Thompson, Kelby Cotham, Cesar Romanos. To celebrate the life of Jose Ruiz, as he has been DFA'd and is no longer with us on his journey as a Phil. In his 14 1/3 inning of work across 16 appearances, the right-hander earned an ugly 8.16 ERA. He never did quite recover from his neck injury. We lost poor Jose. We have gained a Seth Johnson, and life must go on. Let us read from the book of Matthew Strom, chapter 1, verse 1. What you say about the least of my Bullpen brethren, you say about me. Well, Matthew, we say that you have a cumulative ERA of 4.61 with a 23% strikeout rate. And we must look to a brighter future. Thank you.
Right, since Alex is away, and last time I was away, he did his Franken show, and in tribute to that, I am going to do the bride of the Franken show. He had his girlfriend on to play Hot or Not, so I will introduce you to my girlfriend, or as the younger audience will say, partner, but we do not own a canoe or a truck, so it is my girlfriend. Oh, let's please welcome Kim as we play, not Hot or Not, we are going to play F, Marry, Kill Mascot Edition. Kim.
Hello, I am
Welcome
here.
to the show.
Thank you. So happy to be here.
I know, right? Well, people have heard your name. I have said it, all 12 that listen. So,
Well, I am honored.
are you ready to play this game?
Let's do it. Are you ready?
I don't know. We'll find out. How do you want to do it? Do you want me to go first? Do you want me to just introduce your three, and then we'll have you, and then you tell me what you want to do with them, right? You want to do it that way?
Sure. I have my three laid out already. However, I have 4 choices that you can pick from.
Oh,
4
wait, it's
categories.
I
have taken your idea and just run with it. So we have F, Marry, Kill, but I have themes. So you can choose either Tales from the Crypt, TAILS, Steve Irwin was a hero, Why Do Men, or Picky, what does this mean?
Oh, Picky, what does this mean? She just left. Well, all right. So hold on. You have how many was that? 3 or 4?
I have 4. Yep.
You have what is?
I have all 3, but they're broken up into categories.
So you have 12 people?
Yes.
Whoa.
I know. I'm ready.
I think we have to go with. It will only make sense to us, but Picky, what does this mean, right?
All right, you got it. Well, I am presenting my screen to you. Please.
People ready to see it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Picky, what does this mean?
So we have these glorious mascots. We have the Sanford Tree, Douglas Fir, and Altoona. Please, F, Marry, Kill.
Okay, so Altoona is the fish from Altoona, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
The landlocked city of, which makes
Correct.
a ton of sense. Yeah, okay. Douglas Fir is a bass. I'm going to go with the Timberwolves. He's the Timberwolves mascot? Okay. And Stanford Tree is Stanford University.
Yeah.
All right.
Correct.
Okay. This is tough. I think you marry Bigfoot.
Ooh. Oh. That's a warm snug at night.
Yeah, you gotta
That's a heater in the sheets.
absolutely marry Bigfoot. You F the tree because it's just what hardwood, hard pine ride. Like, come on, like, and you kill Altoona because he's a saltwater fish in a landlocked Pennsylvania city. Like,
Oh man, sorry, Al.
what do you have?
You know, I think I would have gone marry Al and kill Douglas Fir.
Okay, so you're banging a Sasquatch.
No, I'm banging the tree.
You That's not what you said.
Yes, it is.
Oh, all right. Oh, well, I think that's a good choice.
Thank you.
Do you want to pull up your other ones?
Oh, you want to see him?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Yeah, let's do it. So we have Tales from the Crypt, Steve Irwin was a hero, or Why Do Men?
Steve Irwin was a hero.
All right, let's do it.
All right. Oh, hold on. I just lost everything. Who are these? What?
Yes.
All right. I kind of feel that some of these should be in the picky category, if not all of them.
Well, we have Elvis J. Eel,
Yeah.
Sammy the Shrimp,
Uh-huh.
and Surrey, who is an ostrich.
Yeah, this looks like it's all lower tier football league stuff, right?
Mm-mm.
No? Do you know where they're from?
They are not U.S. based.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
football
these
as
are
in football, F-U-T.
Oh, okay, then yes, correct.
Okay. Ooh. This is tough. You kill the eel, you bang the bird, you marry the shrimp, right? Look at that guy. He needs love. If anyone needs love, it's Sammy the Shrimp.
No way. That was my first kill. Ugh.
Why? Because it's just a pure
Look at that
abomination.
head. Look at that head. It's awful. That's an abomination.
It is an abomination. That neck on the bird that was creeping me
And
out.
there's legs on this shrimp. This makes no sense. I don't like it. It's like a mutation.
I love Elvis J. Eel. He kind of looks like a skinnier version of Jamba in Lilo and Stitch, right? But with an
Yeah.
with an Elvis wig on. Oh,
He's gonna give you lovin'.
oh, she needs some. Okay, I'm setting up my screen. That's what we're doing.
Okay.
So that's what we're doing here.
All right. Well, do you want to see?
Yeah. Pull it up while I set up the stream. Why not? Let's go with what is it, man?
Why do men?
Why do men? Yeah, let's do it.
So we have Pistol Pete, Friar Dom, and Billikens.
Okay. Who are these people? Do you know? Friar Dom, is he? Looks like he's in an arena.
Providence Friars.
Okay, so this is for our audio listeners. We have gone real visual with you guys, so I apologize. Pistol Pete is, I'm guessing, the Texas A&M mascot.
I think
is
so.
a
yeah. No, Oklahoma. Sorry.
Oklahoma. Okay, an orange cowboy with a giant, almost like the Burger King heads, like from those commercials. And Billikens is a ghoul. Is that the SLU ghoul? What is
Yeah,
it?
he is just some ethereal creature. Good luck creature.
Yeah, it's a nothing ghoul. So you can't kill what's already dead. So I would marry the ghoul, kill the cowboy. No, because you can't bang a priest. I mean, well, I'm too old.
There's a genre for that.
Oh, no. Kill the priest because hopefully they are in good moral standings, and if their faith taught them anything, they have something to look forward to in the afterlife. So kill the priest, marry the ghoul, bang the cowboy, and I think that's universal.
It's not for me. Pistol Pete, done. Out of here. I don't know where that guy's been riding. That's gross. Get it out of here. I want to see what the friar does. Pent up? Maybe?
Oh, kind of like that the Catholic schoolgirl idea, but in reverse. That's freaky, Kim. That's freaky. All right. You ready?
I am.
All right. I have these guys. Whoa! I don't. That's crazy.
Noob.
I am. Well,
I'm teasing. You have a single screen. You're in your living room. You're not in the baseball lair.
I had it set up, and all right. So we're just gonna have to do it one by one. We've got the sponge monkey from.
Is that a mascot?
Yeah, it's a mascot. It's totally a mascot. The sponge monkeys from Quiznos. They have a pepper bar. Everyone remembers that, right? What? You don't what? Blowy.
Okay.
Blowy from Lexington County Blowfish. This is Blowy for everyone who cannot see. It is a baseball with spikes around it and a very open and ready to receive pink mouth, right? I think I described that.
That was
correctly.
one of the grossest sentences I've ever heard you say.
I'm just trying to be, full of facts for these guys. And Mr. Celery from a local hero here in Wilmington.
Aw, I love him.
Right. So where are you going?
Well, I just expressed I love Mr. Celery, so I'm gonna marry him. I'm gonna wife him up.
You're gonna marry Mr. Celery. Cool.
Yep.
Good choice.
Yep. You know that little Quiznos rat? I'm keeping him.
It's not a rat. It is a sponge monkey.
Sure. So the Quiznos rat, banging that.
Banging
Blowy's out of here.
Really?
Because you want to know why? Quiznos
He's ready
rat,
to receive. That's why.
Ugh. Yes.
Too desperate.
And
for
I'm
you.
sure. I mean, look at him. He's round. He's been around. I don't like it. Everything about him. He's got spores coming off him. Like, where has he been? Quiznos rat. I think he's going to be a giver and work for it because he is desperate to survive.
It's a Quiznos sponge monkey, but sure.
Quiznos rat.
All right. I loved it. Thanks, Kim.
Thank you.
You got anything else? Any burning baseball questions?
Oh, burning baseball questions. Yes, I have to ask. It's the one we always talk about. Are the rest of the lineup not just backups?
The relievers. You mean the relievers?
The backups.
They're relievers. They're relief
backups.
pitchers. The bullpen is full of relief pitchers. They're not backups.
Yeah, and when homie number one gets tired, he has a backup. When he's like, I'm sleepy.
No, it's a
nap.
It's a relief pitcher. They're not backups. All right. So you're marrying the rat, and the backups are in the bullpen. Kim, I'll talk to you later.
I'm not marrying the rat.
Oh,
I'm marrying Mr. Celery.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're just giving sweet love to the rat.
Don't put it out there that I'm marrying the Quiznos rat. I don't need that out on the internet. Mr. Celery is for me.
Mr. Celery is for the commitment. I'm with you. Hey, that was fun. Talk to you later.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, our pleasure.
All right.
From your local station, when buffoonery is required, call your resident Spencer Strider, because only he can be nonchalant about bad facial hair, and anything starts with "I didn't mean to." Now, back to you.
Welcome to the Hall of Fame Club podcast. Now with season 2 flavoring.
They're calling Air Force One Panda Express now because it carries orange chicken.
Never know thoughts I wish I could hold back from you.
Isn't it free stuff?
Joe DeCamara or John DeCamara on WIP in the morning.
I don't know.
Like, you're a scumbag, dude.
It's 800.
Pleasure. With that, love it, hate it. What do you think? You want to do it?
Let's right. Love or hate something.
Cool. Love it or hate it, not Alex. Rogers Center Marriott as a place to watch a baseball game.
Okay, I think I told you this earlier. I'm gonna come in with a different perspective because
yes,
I was lucky enough to work for this company for the Marriott International Corporation for about 15 years of my life. I'm actually over 15 years. So kind of knowing the aura around the brand and, you know, how conceptually they come up with these, especially the city hotels. You know,
can I stop you real quick because I'm a terrible host. This is why we need Alex sometimes. I set it up poorly. For people who don't know, there is the Rogers Center Marriott. There is a side of the hotel that is built into the stadium. You can get game day. You can get a room on game day and stay in that hotel room and watch the game. So, all right, back to you.
Correct. Yeah. So it's, you know, I love the concept. You know, what Marriott did and partnering with the city, partnering with the Blue Jays franchise, you know, as a way to bolster revenue and just bolster aura around the team. And, you know, because the Rogers Center is a halfway decent park from what I've heard. You know, it's a unique vantage point on where to watch baseball. Now, granted, I will say this is something that I would hate about it. It does match up. It's on the 4th floor of the hotel. It does match up to what the 500 level in a stadium would be. So it is, if you're thinking the old 700 level at the Vet, we're teetering towards there. Okay,
this is the insider info I was looking for.
Correct. So there are. I did some digging because I didn't fully know the information on what those hotel rooms encapsulated. So they got 55 of them. There's about 350 rooms in the hotel, so 55 rooms and suites that would that have field view of the Rogers Center field. So I kind of see this as like one of those I did it just to experience it kind of things. It's not, you know, something that I'm gonna go stay at this hotel and stay to watch the baseball game in my hotel room. It's, you know, I want to be close to the field. I want to be close to the action. You know, it's something that, you know, much like seeing the last Mission Impossible movie or eating at a Golden Corral restaurant just because you wanted to. That's not my cup of tea. Okay. So, you know, I love what they're trying to do, you know, at Gillette Stadium, you know, home of the Patriots. Unfortunately, I'm bringing them up on this podcast. I'm sorry, but they do have something similar to that in their compound. But you know, it's unique. You know, the hotel brands of today, they're trying to find what's most convenient and what's unique for their guests. Is it, you know, walkways that connect to convention centers, in this case, stadiums, or, you know, it's just about ease of access and those, you know, those cool newer trends that you may see as more hotels get built and they try to partner with new, you know, their teams in the city or whatever it may be. I will say, if you do try to go see a non-baseball event, your view from your hotel room is blocked because if there's a concert or something else, all rooms from the field view rooms are completely blocked from view. So don't go there to see, Kenny Chesney or anybody like that, because you won't be able to see him. And then my last little tidbit here, which is, let's call it the dollars and cents portion of Love It, Hate It. If let's say the Phillies are coming back into town, which they'll be back there sometime this season, I think. On the first or opening game of the series, the nightly rate per room is about $400 to $600 more than games 2 or 3. I actually looked into this, and the Yankees, who are coming into Toronto here in a couple weeks, on the opening night of their series, room night costs you over almost $1,100 a night, whereas games 2 and 3 about $400, which for that hotel is somewhat reasonable. So they know how to capture that revenue. They know how to maximize, especially when the prime teams, whether it's Philadelphia, New York, or the Dodgers, let's say, when the big players come into town. So, that's, I think, if I'm covering all of Love It, Hate It, I love what they're doing. I love the concept. It's too high. They should have moved it down 2 floors of the hotel, so you're a little closer to the field, than I would have appreciated it more.
All right. I love it. So I really appreciate your deep dive there. I tried to do it as well. I found myself in an endless loop of links, but while doing that, did find out that it was for the Blue Jays. Like, you couldn't see other Rogers Center events. And that is what turned me on it, to being like, okay, I love this. They made it baseball specific. I'm into it. I think if you are a park chaser like I am, you can't count it. But, I've been there before. My aging father is a huge Blue Jays fan. That's the perfect way to do it. Could be wrong.
And a comfortable way to do it too. You can watch the baseball game while you're sitting in bed right out your window.
Absolutely. I went to Manchester, New Hampshire, the Fisher Cats. And they have a hotel in the outfield as well. It's not, They don't have rooms. They do have a bar deck that goes to left center. I was going to stay at that hotel and just watch the game from the bar deck, but it was a game day and I was priced out. So, but it is a thing that's going.
And best part about what you do. So my wife actually is from just a little bit north of Manchester, New Hampshire, and out of nowhere, something popped up on my Instagram feed. They did a 1-day rebranding this past weekend, and I actually bought the hat that they were advertising as they rebranded from the Fisher Cats to the Manchester Chicken Tenders.
Okay, it's always
great logo. We'll share it. I'll share a picture with you, or you can Google it and look it up. But it was the one of the best rebrandings I've seen in quite some time. Just because who doesn't love a chicken tender,
Hey, we've all been 4-year-olds love it. I still love it. Chris, that was awesome. Thank you for filling in. We appreciate it. Everyone appreciates it. Hey, everybody, that was fun. We'll do better next week, I promise. And everyone knows an ant can't move a rubber tree plant.